watching the Players Network.
We are the Divas of Magic, and we want you to watch us on Players Network.
Pamela was first choice anyway, because if you're talking about sexy women on the planet beside these three, for sure Pamela is for me #1. But we've never thought to reach that. So somebody came up with Cameraman and Electra, and we meet up, and it was a nice click, and we liked each other. But she was a little bit scared doing the tricks, and she said, "Hans, this is not really my thing." Then the producer said, "What are we going to do?" And then I said, "Well, call Pamela." And we called her agent. And her agent called her. She was at that time doing a charity in Russia. And she said, "I'm back Monday. I'm back at 10 o'clock at the airport. Let's meet up with Hans at 11. So I met her in an office in LA. And after 5 minutes she said, "That's what I'm gonna do." She said, "Being a Las Vegas showgirl is for me something on my list."
I've always, me, I've always had fun. I've always had a good time, and I like to do things a little out of the ordinary. And, sometimes like my first reaction, well, I was married at the time, not my first husband, my second husband. They asked me to come to Vegas, and I was like, I can't come to Vegas. I'm trying to start a new family. I can't imagine going back and forth. And so I guess I said no, not even really thinking about it. And then when it came up again, when they called me over the summer and things had changed, and my kids can come with me now over the summer, I was like, a magician's assistant. Like, that has got to be the most glamorous job. So glamorous, so romantic, so sexy. I was like, I've got to do it. I've got to do it. And so I can just check that off the list. I have a funny list. I've got my list. I said, "Gentlemen, start your engines." That was off my list. I did this.
I think she liked it, but
Yeah, she liked to be
already, and she wanted to be a showgirl. I hear. But when she actually got to see the show and be a part of it, she was like, she's telling everybody she has one of the best times in her life now. She tells people. So it's great for her.
Well, I was supposed to just come here and prance around on stage and do mind reading, and I PR'd the poster, which is great, and there's pyro, which I really like. And then I was going to do the disappearing in the dressing room, and I said, well, I just think if I'm going to do this, I really want to do it. So I want to do underwater illusion. I said, me in water. I have to be in water eventually. I want to do the Houdini trick, like in Prestige, and Hans like, slow down. It takes a while. You gotta get it in. And now I'm getting in the groove. But the levitation, I was afraid of heights. But I said I really want to do that because I think it's so. People aren't going to expect me to be doing all this dangerous stuff, and I didn't want to be like a celebrity hired to come here and anybody could do it. So I'm trying to leave a mark that nobody can do it other than me.
We have to give. They all say, okay. Give 2-3 illusions to Pamela, and but she's good in her. It's not like a celebrity who's tried to do something. No, it's a big celebrity who does something.
Mentality.
Yeah, she has the right mentality.
She's fearless. Not afraid. She's fearless.
I told her you went too far. You crossed the border. There's no way back.
She says now like she's the fourth diva.
Yes.
Hans says I've crossed over. There's no going back now. So, I love it.
Oh, it's funny. I mean, the first day when I met her. I had to, stand with her and teach her how to do the last trick in the show, the double levitation. And, it's kind of weird, because anyway, the first time when you meet such a great, famous person, it's weird. And then you have to talk immediately about your work. But then it's funny because you're all excited, and then oh no, now it's serious, I have to talk to her. Because it's serious business, it can be tricky, it can be dangerous, and you don't want people to get hurt. So, and then you just explain it to her, and just take it easy, you guide her, and she was really and sweet. And not like, don't touch me, because you have to explain it, And I mean, if you do, like, for example, fire spice together, you're so close and everything, you have to say, like, no, you put your arm like that. And you need that, to guide her, and it's like, she didn't mind, you know. I was like, maybe I can't do that, you know, like, you know, I don't want to be offended.
The three girls, oh my God, I love them. They're my heroes. I just admire them so much. I mean, this is like a lot. It's very hard work. People don't realize it, and they make it look so easy. But I mean, I'm bruised from head to toe. My bruises are slowly going away, but I feel so. I was a gymnast and an acrobat growing up, and all that really comes into play when you do this. It's not as easy as it looks, especially a lot of the illusions. You really have to, you know, move quickly and be very flexible. And
I know, she really takes care, and I think she
wants to
admires
promote
us. She understands the work we do because she's doing it herself, and we've been doing it like for ages, you know, and it's not like we just came from the sky and we sit here. No, we worked very hard to achieve to come here, you know. It's not like a present
It's happened in one day, no.
it was growing, you know, and I think she acknowledges it for sure, and she said like, these girls are really good for Hans, you know, because we are very loyal, we're always there, we never miss shows, whatever, you know. And she understands it's not an easy job, you know, and that's why I think she wants to help us in that way, which is great.
it's very dangerous. I mean, there's no safety, there's nothing like that. So, I mean, if Hans were to lose his concentration and I fell, splat, gone. That's it. But, you know, that's a good way to go.
Can get you going. You don't need wings to touch the sky. There's nothing you need knowing. Imagination's all. Why can't you hear its call? It's uncontrollable, it's whimsical, well, so is love. Give over, you'll experience the magic and take off. Look how you soar, though you're safe and sound. You're still like before, with your feet on the ground.
This has been a presentation of Players Network. When you want Vegas. PlayersNetwork.coam brings Vegas to you.